let's just dive right in. We all talk about being stressed, right? But what if I told you that stress, it's actually an ancient superpower? And this is the important part. In our modern world, it's also slowly killing you.
It's a total paradox, isn't it? This incredibly powerful tool that evolved to ensure our survival has somehow become a double-edged sword. It helps you rise to any challenge, but it takes a little piece of you every time it does.
And that's the big mystery we're going to unpack today. How did this amazing biological tool, designed to save our lives, turn into one of our biggest health crises? Well, to figure that out, we've got to go back to the beginning.
Okay, so first things first, we need to get one thing straight. Stress isn't a mistake. It's not a design flaw. It's a feature. Think of it like an emergency program that evolved for a very, very specific reason: survival.
You see, our bodies are always striving for this state of perfect balance called homeostasis. You can think of it as your body's happy place, its default setting. Stress is simply the system that kicks into high gear when something, a predator or real danger, threatens to knock you out of that balance.
To really truly understand this, we need to go back in time. So let's take a quick trip, say 50,000 years into the past, to meet one of our ancestors and see exactly how this emergency program was supposed to work.
Okay, so meet Ur the Bear Smasher. He's just chilling, maybe by the fire, when suddenly, bam, a saber-toothed tiger attacks. His brain immediately flags this as a critical life-or-death stressor, and his superpower awakens. This is fight or flight in its purest, most primal form.
Now, what's happening inside Ur's body is just incredible. Two key hormones are taking over. First, he gets a massive flood of adrenaline. That's the fast responder. It's what gives him that instant jolt, ramping up his heart rate and strength while muting pain. But this fight isn't over in seconds, so cortisol joins the party. Think of cortisol as the strategic manager. It keeps the response going and makes a tough call. Shut down everything that isn't absolutely essential for survival right now. Digestion, immune response, they're not a priority. All that matters is fighting this tiger.
So Ur wins the fight. The tiger's gone. And now comes what is maybe the most crucial part of this whole process. His body flips a switch. It turns off fight or flight and activates rest and digest. This is the recovery phase. It's when his body gets to heal, replenish its energy, and bring everything back to that balanced state of homeostasis.
I mean, that all sounds pretty brilliant, doesn't it? A perfect system for dealing with short, intense physical threats. So the question is, what went wrong? When did it all turn into this modern-day curse?
And this brings us right to the heart of the problem. The thing is, our world has changed at lightning speed, but our biology, well, it hasn't. We're running 50,000-year-old software in a 21st century world.
And this slide just nails the core issue. Ur's saber-toothed tiger was an acute physical threat that ended with a massive physical release. He had to literally fight or run. Today's big stressor, an angry email. It's a chronic psychological threat. And here's the kicker. You can't fight it or run from it, so there's no release. But your body reacts in the exact same way.
Our modern tigers are everywhere, and they're usually not very furry. They're angry emails, project deadlines, rush hour traffic. They're doom-scrolling the news, worrying about rent, navigating the joys of online dating, or dealing with unpaid overtime. We get hit with dozens of these little tigers a day, and each one keeps triggering that ancient response.
And when that happens, when the fight or flight switch gets stuck in the on position, without any of that critical rest and digest recovery time, it becomes chronic stress. And that, frankly, is one of the deadliest conditions for a human being.
So let's talk about the price we pay. Because when stress becomes chronic, it begins a slow, systematic destruction of, well, pretty much every part of you.
First up, your body. Your muscles are constantly tensed up for a fight that never comes. Hello, back and neck pain, you get pounding headaches, your digestion is a mess, your metabolism gets all out of whack, and your body starts storing more fat, especially around your belly.
It gets worse. Your heart keeps pounding away, damaging your blood vessels from the constant pressure, which massively increases your risk of a heart attack or a stroke. Meanwhile, your immune system gets totally confused. The parts that protect you from disease get suppressed, while the parts that cause inflammation go into complete overdrive.
And then there's your brain. Chronic stress literally rewires it. You become geared for quick, impulsive reactions, not calm, thoughtful decisions. Your memory gets worse, your risk of anxiety and depression skyrockets, and here's the really cruel twist. You literally get worse at solving the very problems that are causing you stress.
This creates a truly hellish, vicious circle. Stress makes you less capable of dealing with whatever's stressing you out, which, of course, just creates more stress. It's a feedback loop that can feel impossible to escape.
But it's not impossible. You can't escape it. It's time to reclaim this superpower. We just need a user manual to learn how to use it the way it was actually intended.
Okay, here's a simple 3-step assessment you can use. 1. Listen. If you feel stressed, guess what? You are stressed. Acknowledge it. 2. Assess. Is this stress productive? Is there a clear end in sight? And 3, this is the big one, plan for relaxation. Actively schedule that rest and digest time. This isn't laziness. It is essential, serious self-care.
Look, you can't directly control your stress response, but you can definitely influence it. Things like meditation can teach your brain that an email is not, in fact, a deadly tiger. You can remove stressors, unfollow those social media accounts that make you crazy. Sometimes you have to make bigger changes. And most importantly, you can always ask for help.
Here's the reality. Life is never going to be stress-free. That's not the goal. The goal, the entire game, is about managing the recovery. It's about getting to the other side of that stress response so your body can actually heal.
Let's end with this. Remember that stress is your superpower. It lets you conquer mountains and perform at your absolute best. So use it when you need it, but you must always get to the other side.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. Your stress response is ancient, it's automatic, but are your relaxation methods just as intentional and just as powerful?